You're darn right this meeting is finally being recorded. We don't want to miss any of this lovely third episode of Sibling Rivalry because, ladies and gentlemen, we have two sticks of dynamite with us tonight. Dad, take it away. Introduce them.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get the sports dolls going.
I have been excited for this since we put it together. My first one of my favorite families of Edina and teaching. My first one to come through, Emma, who is in Washington now, and then Scott, who's like a senior. He's getting close to adulting at the University of Minnesota. Welcome, both of you, to Sport Dolls.
Again.
Thank you.
Again.
Again.
Excited to be here.
Absolutely. And as soon as Dean told me, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I remember both of them because you guys are you're memorable, you're energetic, you're fun, and I am very excited to have not one but both of you at the same time. So it's going to be a damn good episode. Let's just say that. But before we get too far, got to run that intro.
Oh, good job, Josh. Here we go. Oh, that was awesome.
Wow.
God, that was so good, you guys. I can't even believe it. It's like cinematic genius.
Even better than last year.
Even better.
I feel like Kevin McAllister on Home Alone. That's it. And I see it every week. You guys it's incredible. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, never before seen, easy, busy, beautiful, cover girl. Yeah. Love it. Good job.
Absolutely. I just have to say, before we get into any college picks, very proud of this moment. Dad, here for your viewer screens, but this lovely photo.
Oh, wait. Let me get it right.
Yeah, we want the full photo right here. I got to give a shout out to myself and Alex Dahl, bringing home the ND Classic trophy.
Look at those outfits.
Weekend. Yeah, I know. I was going to say those shorts, socks, really.
Real sporty.
New dads coming in. We had we didn't spend like $70, $80 on New Balance, but they are Skechers. And we had the jean shorts, the white socks. Oh, it was beautiful. We beat the Nelson brothers, and we brought the Golf ND Classic trophy home. Beautiful. Just have to brag because I'm still riding high on Saturday. That's all. Enough golf talk.
That's awesome. Congratulations. You earned those bragging rights, fair and square, Josh.
Absolutely. And just another reason why Harrison is a good luck charm. You have a son and things just start going your way, apparently.
I love it.
Yes.
Well, I'm just glad because I contributed one of the winning prizes, and I didn't want it to go to the Nelson troop, so I'm glad it went to you.
Yeah, I was going to say homemade ND 2024 ND Classic champions, pencils made of wood and everything like that. So it was basically a gift to your sons. So thank you for that.
Yeah,
family.
All right, now we can get back to the full-fledged last week recap here. This has got to be a first time in Sports Dolls history where everyone, including the spread, everything was the same. Sixes across the board. And clearly for Ryan and I, the confidence pick again saves us. I'm telling you guys now, this confidence pick, you hit it, you're going to have a good week. It's just a free point. It's beautiful.
Because I got more right, but stubbed my toe on the confidence pick. Who saw Michigan beating USC? Really?
I didn't. It was fun being with Alex watching the Nebraska-Illinois game, went into overtime, so that was cool. A lot of Big Ten wins, which was great, minus Minnesota. That was rather unfortunate. But hey, you know.
Yeah. Geez,
But here we are in the overall leaderboard. Guess I was gonna say with Scott and Emma, you have had the lead. The guests have had the lead all season. Don't mess it up now.
yeah.
I'll try.
Darla's watching.
Mhm.
If Darla's watching, we can't mess it up then.
She's the only one that got an undefeated pick, and so she keeps track. She's very particular about the guests.
She may seem nice, but if the guests drop the lead, she is cursing in Dean's ear nothing but bad things about you. Just saying.
Emma, don't do like on a Lime scooter and crash.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna crash anymore, and I promise I won't break the other pinky. I pinky promise that I won't break the other pinky.
Good. Thank goodness for that.
Last time, Emma, you picked off the mascots. They told me they were talking crap. They were being like, "Yeah, you just picked off the mascots and which one looked better and more fun." So
solid gameplay there. I think I didn't do too bad. So
yeah, middle of the road.
So shame on you for that.
Before we start the picks, we'll Scott, let's start with you. What makes you an expert guest picker?
You know what? I think I just have a really good internal sense of when my teams are gonna lose or win. For example, against Iowa last week, I knew it. I felt it as soon as I woke up. We are not going to win this game, so I didn't make it to the game. Right call that was. Definitely because I just knew it wasn't going to happen. No other reason. So yeah, I just have that very innate sense. I don't even have to watch the games really to know.
Yeah.
I just know.
You just feel it.
Sports can just be so boring if you just know the outcome before it starts.
Yeah, that's why I don't really watch them. I just know it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like an oracle, Scott. You got it all in your crystal ball.
Yeah.
Emma, what makes you an expert guest picker?
Well, I'm loud, gritty, and opinionated. So.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I was gonna say, really put a star on that last one. Very opinionated, because that's what takes you good to great, I think.
Yeah, that's like an elevator pitch right there. That's just.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a lot of practice on that elevator pitch, Scotty.
So did you, even though you didn't know you were going to be a team, you had extended time together this summer over that big lake of Atlantic. Do you feel the vibe even though you're in U of M, Washington, D.C.?
I mean, we always feel a vibe, but even when we're out in Europe or spread apart in the United States, I'm always DMing him and he's always ignoring me. So,
It's a great dynamic you guys have there.
Yeah.
She DMs me and I respond like a week later, like, that was really funny.
That was hilarious.
Like a reaction.
Like one of those like reactions.
Well, that's what I said after, so I wasn't like half right.
I feel sometimes that I've learned now that I have an iPhone, like not just DMs, but like if I'm texting someone and I just get like a thumbs up from a text, I'm like, conversation is done. I agree with what you're saying. I have nothing further to say to you.
Sometimes I haven't heard from Scott in so long that I'll actually call him and I'll be like, "Did you watch the TikTok?"
Ooh. Like
yeah, and then she gets me there, and I'm like super happy to talk. It just like text message, Instagram DMs. They don't really connect.
Yeah.
I didn't see him.
That is my favorite. The older I get, I'm embracing being well into my 30s now. I love the fact that I am for sure 100% a Instagram reel of TikToks a week later. It's absolutely beautiful because my wife will send me TikToks and then I'll send the Instagram reel back to her a week and a half later. She's like, "Josh, I literally sent that to you." I'll go, "I know, it finally got to me. Don't worry."
So who else sends you TikToks?
You do, Dad, constantly. Yeah. I let them build up to about 30 or 40, and then I watch them all, just one montage of Dean TikToks, and it's a great montage, let me tell you.
Are they like actually funny, or are they kind of like weird funny?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Classic.
You know, a
Some-
lot of good
yeah.
like some good like prank TikToks, you know, embarrassing fart TikToks. That's a common theme there because Dean knows I'm a simple person, and when you got people farting, I cannot stop laughing. It's great. He knows me too well.
You know what's so interesting here? Just to give our viewers a snapshot of back in 6th grade, you know, what you see with Emma is what you got.
That's right.
Scott, he had a lot to talk about in class. A
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
I don't.
What do you-
Josh,
I was gonna say,
any of us are getting what that means, Dean. You gotta.
No, he
expound.
would just
Yeah.
he would have he and Coy would, and it was just like, guys, can I do my part of the show? You know.
Yeah, that was a lethal combo in 6th grade. Definitely should not have put us in the same class.
Yeah, that's true. So this passive Scott just throws me.
I've
He's
become more
focused.
passive.
He's
Yeah.
dialed. He's focused. He's ready to listen. He's got that crystal ball off
Yeah,
that's
scene,
true. That's true.
off camera right now.
I bring it over, but it's just kind of shy. It's camera shy.
Yeah, no, we don't need to see the incredible methods that you use. I'm just gonna trust him, and we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
But unfortunately, Scott, you gotta wait because Emma gets the first pick.
Yes.
That's right.
Let's go, Emma. All right. Wonderful, and we're off. All right, this is it. In the home state of Washington, Washington is playing. I mean, it's not being played at Washington, but you're picking the
It's
Washington.
in Newark.
Yeah, I was gonna say Washington is traveling all the way to the East Coast, playing against Rutgers. Rutgers are favored 2.5 points. Who's gonna win? Are Rutgers gonna cover?
Okay.
Yep.
Definitely think Rutgers is gonna win. Remind me what I have to do the number balance.
So, with the spread being 2.5 points for Rutgers, Rutgers is favored to win, is what they're picking, and they being the
Science.
masterminds behind everything. So they're saying Rutgers are going to win. So if you say Rutgers are going to cover, you think Rutgers are going to win. Not only that, but they are going to win by 3 points or more. Or if you think Washington wins or Rutgers only wins by like 1, then you would pick Washington, preventing the spread of Rutgers winning by 2.5 points. This one's close. This one's pretty much pick a winner, really. In my opinion.
Did he explain it in PR version?
Oh, PR terms, yeah, like he whittled it down. Lead first, then nut graph. Okay, that's a hard one. I think I don't really know anything about Washington other than I don't ever go there. So I'm not going to pick them. I still think Rutgers is going to win. I do think, though, that it's pretty that's like a tiny little margin. So I think they'll probably cover just by 1. Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. Yeah. Great pick. Rutgers win and cover. Obviously, at this point in time, Washington is already in the East Coast, if they're smart at least. They're getting used to the time change and everything like that. Rutgers had a tough time last week, but, I just don't think even if it's at home, they're going to pull it off. I think Washington's too good. We're going to go Washington on this one. We're going to go lovely Huskies on this one, on the road.
Scott, your nonverbals, how did you feel about Emma's pick? And there's a Gopher connection there.
I think that Emma's pick, it was solid.
Yep.
I don't really like, New Jersey that much. Can't say I'm a huge fan. But I think that Emma's pick was solid. She didn't really go off the mascots this time, didn't bring them up. So I think that's she's playing with her head.
Improving.
Okay.
Definitely improving.
Wow.
Say that. We haven't gotten there yet. I didn't know what those mascots were.
You didn't just like Google the side. Hey, here's Huskies. Got to go with that.
I'm gonna plan that in the future. Need a little more time.
Would you, knowing if it was the Huskies versus whatever Rutgers is?
Scarlet.
You don't even know.
No, I can't say I do know. Would you pick the Huskies if you knew that?
Said it was the Knights?
Scarlet Knights.
Great. I'm picking that still too because it's Fantasy Petty Fall is what me and my friend Simone are calling it. And so we're here for the Knights in shining armor and the weird fantasy leagues. Great.
Yep. I was gonna say it meant to be. It was meant to be.
And Huskies really can't hold weapons.
No, unless they're
like opposable thumbs. Really, it's pretty crucial, I think.
Advantage.
Well, unfortunate for the three of you, the Dollalytics is coming into play.
Oh boy! Let the numbers talk.
Big number guy.
Let's see what the numbers have to say.
And the intangible of Ethan Kalamanis, he's actually throwing touchdown passes in Rutgers. What's with that, Scott?
Shocker. You know, that guy actually knew my old roommate's sister was working on like t-shirts for him. Like she was like graphic design, working on some merch for him. And it was like based on AK-47.
Yep.
And I'm like, you are not good enough to be making merch of yourself, and giving yourself a name AK-47. No. He was pissing me off. Stupid Greek name. He was driving me nuts. But go to the Huskies and start selling some touchdowns. All right, cool. Good for you. AK-47.
Well, he's not gonna pull a rabbit out of his hat. I don't know what that has to do with college football. But the Huskies had the biggest amount of portal movement, so they made a lot of mistakes. They're 125 in penalties. They're going to clean it up. They're the better team. Ethan is not the real deal. Washington, this is my super dog. Well, at 2.5. Washington will win, and which obviously, sorry, Emma, you lost your first one right there.
No. Don't worry, Emma. Usually when he says that, it usually goes the other way. So take that as a pat on the back.
I'll take it with a grain of salt.
Absolutely.
Did you do your math with your Google glasses, doll?
Yep.
I do Snapchats.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does.
All right.
He does.
It is your turn. Your turn. Here we go. I think this is going to be a dynamite game. Maryland is traveling to Indiana. Indiana is favored by 7.
Wait, I don't think I picked.
You do pick this one.
Oh. Say it one more time.
Yeah, of course. Maryland, the Terps, also known as Turtles,
the Terps,
are traveling to Indiana. Indiana is favored by 7 at home.
Yeah, I think Indiana will I think they'll cover that one. I think they're a good team ish. I got a buddy there named Cormac. I don't know if Dolly, you ever met him. But he's one of my best friends growing up. He goes to Indiana.
Who is it?
Cormac.
Oh,
Cormac.
yes.
Yes. Yeah, he goes to Indiana. So I think I got my boy here. Crystal Ball is telling me to go for friendship.
Absolutely. Scott, that is spot on.
Sorry, Cormac. He was a little worm in 6th grade.
Yeah, he was.
We all.
One of the funniest guys I've ever met.
Oh, yeah.
So just complete class clown. Couldn't shut his mouth.
No.
At the same time, would not stop talking. Never.
Nope.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, Cormac, sounds like you're a dynamite guy. And
Cormac's in Bloomington.
That's good. So I'm gonna have to go with Scott on this one because Indiana's white hot right now. They are 4-0. No one expected them to be 4-0, and they're running hot. Maryland, I still love you and all. Don't worry, go Terps and all. But I'm with you on that one. We're gonna go Indiana. They're gonna stay white hot. They're gonna win. It's at home. 7 points doesn't seem like that much. Lock it in.
Josh, I'm a little surprised. You were a big you were all in Terps 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, I was, and I still will be. But I've just been very impressed with Indiana. I did not expect them to be 4-0 at this point in time. And not only are they winning, but they're winning by a lot. It'll be a good matchup. But you go with a hot team. Never leave a heater. Indiana on a heater right now. Absolutely.
Well,
It's silly
that's
to go against them.
the Dollalytics. The strength of schedule is not on Indiana's side. So this is their first real game that they're playing. And this is
I just need to win
what
them-
would you
win
do?
the
The
game.
analytics has Indiana winning by 6.
I don't know if you trust your numbers that you would say, obviously, that's, and I've heard it many times, 6 is not 7. Therefore, I will go with Maryland. Heard
Okay.
it once or twice, Emma. Don't worry. I wish I had a bingo sheet for everything that Dean sings. I could knock them all off. Might just pre-write it
Gosh,
and then
do
put them all
not
out there.
give these two any more ammunition because we have more Gopher games and we're going to DC. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think Maryland would be the heat check to Indiana. I don't know if you've heard that term. It's more of a basketball term.
yes,
Where my boys were playing pickup basketball, they'll go heat check after like shooting 3 threes in a row. They'll miss it wide. So you think Maryland will heat check Indiana? I'm willing to bet that they'll drain this one.
I think so. That's a great point, Scott. So Dad, does that clearly? Yeah, I see it in the spreadsheet. Maryland.
I'm going Maryland. Maryland. I think Indiana will win. It'll be an eke out win. Obviously, they're not going to cover. I'm sorry. This is embarrassing taking 2 from all y'all right away.
I don't know about that.
There you go. What I say, it's got another pat on the back.
Wow, he's
All right.
ringers at us.
To
Me?
Emma.
My
Sorry.
turn?
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know. You started chatting. I was like, if Emma's talking, just shut up and just listen because it's gonna be gold.
Yeah, some people don't learn that. Some people they don't quite get there until
Don't
it's
worry.
already too late, and she's had a huge East Coast freak out on him. So.
And she will just talk over the top of you.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, we saw
Don't
that
worry.
this
I
weekend.
have something to say. I'm gonna say it.
Damn straight.
I stop myself, no matter how hard I try. So
You don't try, Emma.
I try a little hard.
No. It's a very thin layer of resistance there. Very thin.
To you, thick to me. My mom told me I was too East Coast the other day, so I'm gonna try and keep it in check.
There you go. All right, Emma, you ready to pick?
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna.
right, here we go.
East Coast living actually, because when you're in the DMV area,
Who's playing?
I still haven't picked for Maryland or Virginia. Or sorry,
no.
Maryland or,
No.
Oh, don't worry, Emma. That's not your pick.
Oh, that's not my pick? Oh, okay.
We're going back and forth. We're
Well, then
bouncing
I don't know what I'm
between.
talking about.
Scott, would you explain it to your sister?
Okay, you didn't explain it very well at the beginning to Hall. That's not my fault. I told you that you would need to say it to me multiple times.
I assumed alternating.
No, I thought, didn't Scott pick Rutgers?
No, this is what I realized.
Agreed with your pick.
We're 2 guests on the same team, so we
Got
alternate.
it. Got it.
Same page, same
Guys,
wavelength.
Cylinders are firing right now. I
There you
feel
go.
like
Put the V8 engine up in there.
It's a diesel
Time
engine.
to
It's
stop up. Turn
it's
that V8
warming
engine
up. It's getting
Warming up. Great way to put it.
Hey, at least I
Emma,
wasn't the only
diesel.
one who didn't understand. Scott didn't get it at first either.
yeah.
He didn't say it out loud.
That never happened. No, I totally understood.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was just you, Emma. That was a you problem.
Emma, I got a new set of games for you to pick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
This is the Emma show right now. Here we go. Minnesota is traveling to Michigan, and Michigan is favored to win by 9 points. Will Michigan win by 9, or Minnesota sweep on in and upset them?
Yeah, no, that Gopher's getting crushed. So
Yeah.
sorry. RIP, RIP, Sky Uma, row the boat. but that gopher is going to drown in that boat, and someone's not going to be able to save him. He's going to do a lot of push-ups, or he's not going to do a lot of push-ups. So, he's losing. They're gonna cover.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about dynamite on this podcast. They're sticking dynamite down the gopher hole, letting it rip. It's gonna be a blowout. It's gonna suck. Also another reference, Andrew Olson. He's a Michigan guy, huge turncoat, but he's gonna go watch the Gophers get crushed by his new team.
Yeah,
he's like, his new thing, I guess.
Traitor.
What a traitor.
You're nonverbal, Scott. You're not rowing.
I'm not rowing. I'm rowing the opposite direction. I'm like, that week didn't happen. It's not gonna happen.
Bail out.
Yeah. Jump ship. I'm not the captain of this ship. I don't have to go down with it. And that's exactly how I feel with this one. I'm like, I'm just not. That's just not gonna happen. I was at the Michigan game, Minnesota game last year, and now granted that was a national championship team, but they did just beat USC, and you know what? Minnesota is just not on USC's caliber. They're on the road. I think this one's a no-brainer. I think Michigan will win and cover. Agree with Scott yet again. Sorry, Emma. I apologize. First time agreeing with Emma.
Oh,
hey,
wow.
I put that wall real thick, so.
Like using sword on saran wrap.
That's it.
You caught yourself though, Josh.
I'm good. I'm good for one. Just one, and it won't happen again.
Okay. Dollalytics. Definitely does not have the Gophers winning, but the Gophers defense is better, and there is going to be a hangover for Michigan because Michigan, they put it all on the line to prove themselves against USC. They are definitely looking at who's next. Can I finish?
Scott, what do you got going on your screen over there?
Sorry.
Or is that Emma?
That was Emma. That was Emma in the.
Emma, are you playing? Are you playing like a race car game right now?
No. There's a car. My door's open. I live on a busy street. I'm so sorry. That was not.
No, you're not sorry.
It was really humorous to me, so not super sorry. But continue, doll. This is your show.
So we're rethinking the DC trip, but I got Michigan winning by 6. 6 is not 9. Michigan is not looking at the Gophers. They're not worried about the brown jug. They may not even bring the brown jug to the stadium because it's like it ain't going to leave us.
Not worth the trip.
Yeah, just put it in the stands.
But you think they're not gonna cover, huh?
They're not gonna cover.
This is why Doll's losing all 3 of the points so far. He doesn't know what Dollalytics are talking about.
Yeah,
he's a numbers guy. I'm a crystal ball guy. I just
we'll see.
I
difference between
crystal balls.
I do want to see the crystal ball.
In between. You either have complete and utter faith in the mystical, or you just do numbers like science.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm with Scott on this one. All right. Speaking of Scott, hey Emma.
Yeah, it's not my turn. I get it. It's not my turn.
Okay, we got that right.
Yeah. We're on it now. We're on it. Nebraska is going to Purdue. Nebraska coming off a tough loss. Nebraska's favored by 10, traveling to the old Boilermakers. What do you think of that, Scott?
I've never been a fan of the Boilermakers.
It's hard too.
I don't think they have it. I just don't think they do. I know Nebraska, the Cornhuskers, they're both very weird, just team names to begin with. I can relate to Emma here. What does that mean for mascots? Who knows? Boilermakers, Cornhuskers. You just got some yokel and some blue collar, factory worker. Cool, good for them. Putting in America.
You got a farmer versus a factory worker is the way I looked at it.
Yeah, exactly. And
you know guys that drank too much.
Mm-hmm.
Could be me in like 20 years.
I was gonna say, Scott, make it 3. Make it 3. There we go.
Yeah, it's lower than. I think I'm gonna go with Nebraska. Let's keep it to the farmers, the lifeblood of the country.
That's
I
right.
think those Princeton's going to have it. I don't think Purdue is really a solid team, which they haven't been for who knows how long.
Many years.
Many.
Many years. I can't agree more with you there, Scott. I've been riding this Nebraska high for a little bit. Going back to that basketball reference, I picked them again last week to win and cover over Illinois. They kind of sailed it. They bricked that heaters check. But they will bounce back. I'm confident in Nebraska. It was a close game last week. This week, 10 points seems very easy. Let's go Cornhuskers. Let's go Farmers. Backbone of America. Let's go.
All right.
Can I jump in real quick? I think Josh is.
Please, you're asking and you just do it.
I think Josh is the first and only person to ever say, I'm riding that Nebraska high. There's nothing ever.
Yeah, it's tough.
That might be the first time that sentence was ever said. Maybe.
Just made history tonight, Josh.
It might be. Yeah, it's incredible. I can't help it. I spent the weekend with Alex. He's a diehard Nebraska fan for some reason. Emma, he just out of the blue, just likes him. And I spend a weekend with him, and of course he just chats, and I'm like, you make a lot of good points, man. Good call. It's probably gonna bite me in the butt. But yeah, riding that Nebraska high. Don't forget it.
I think that's hilarious. Back to you, Dean.
Okay. Well, thank you, Emma, for bringing me back to the show. Dollalytics last week had Illinois winning, if you remember, Josh.
You know what? I tend not to dwell in the past, but thank you for that reminder.
Dollalytics, the weakest team in the Big Ten in the number rating of the formula is Purdue. Purdue is bad, is really bad. Not only is Nebraska going to win, they're going to win by 18.5. I don't know how they get the half point, but they're going to do it.
It's going to be a good one. Look at that. We all agreed upon one.
I know.
See, I made that decision without the Dollalytics.
Yep.
It's the crystal ball, man.
Before that even happened, I'm like, yeah, I can sense that Purdue is a really weak team before the Dollalytics even got there. So,
okay.
So, yeah, I was going to say, you base your opinion and you're like, yeah, you know what? My gut is either for or against those Dollalytics. But, hey, it just so happened to match up. Let's make it happen. Yeah. Emma, Duncan, ladies and gentlemen.
My turn.
Back to you. All righty. Ooh, all right. A little fun game here. We have a little bit bigger spread. Let's see what happens. Wisconsin traveling to the beautiful west coast of Southern California, playing USC. And USC is favored to win by 15.5 points.
Oh my!
Can the Badgers do it against the Trojans?
And just to let you know, Emma, Wisconsin is without their star quarterback, so their backup quarterback has to maneuver them.
And I'm guessing, by the way, you said star quarterback. It's not that
great. A bomb in the first place.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, spot on, Scott. Thank you.
His best,
He's a bum in the first place.
And it's a Badger versus a Trojan.
I hope they kind of like a Badger crawls up into that Trojan horse and rides the wave out, but I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I feel bad for them. I really do, but the sunny SoCal vibes are going to win out, and they're going to meet that 15-point threshold and probably go beyond it, because Wisconsin tends to choke sometimes when they're not really built for it. So
it's a tough one for me, because I agree with you. I mean, like, Wisconsin's just, I don't know. Sometimes they can just be great, and sometimes they just shit the bed. And you just, flip a quarter, see what's going to happen this week. I'm listening to my inner gut and crystal ball on this one. Line and Kugels right here is indeed.
Do you have a sponsor now?
Yeah, I've been trying to get this blue microphone sponsor for years. Still haven't got that happen. Fun fact: I did go to college with the daughter of the creator of Lion and Kugel's beer.
Wow.
So got that going for me.
Real celebrity,
Yeah, local celebrity. How about it? Was going to get married until she did not want to change her last name, rightfully so. Therefore, did not get married. Fun little trivia for you there.
Good for her.
Anyway, I'm gonna go Wisconsin on this one. I don't think, dude, 2 touchdowns is some change. I can see USC just piss pounding them, but I think Wisconsin's going to come off that bye week. They're going to be fresh. They're going to be ready to go. A lot of reps for backup quarterback there. I think they're going to be within 15. I think it'll be a 2 touchdown win. Yeah, I just going with that gut. Wisconsin. Let's do it.
So for your sake, your crystal ball works, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Really do.
Straight in here.
Before I do mine, what do you two think of Josh's new hairstyle?
Yeah. Pretty good, eh?
Oh, yeah.
The last time?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It wasn't like the back of a
it's like the Addams family up in here.
Listening to some grunge music.
Yeah, grunge
it's
Addams family, you know, you
either love it or you hate it.
Just listen to like Green Day or something.
Absolutely.
Right now, where you got it pushed back, you're kind of giving like when Beast turned back into human.
Oh, I respect that. I'll take that and run, Emma. Yeah. It started as a joke. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna grow out my hair, and then Ashley, my wife, was like, Josh, we have 4 weddings coming up this fall, and if your hair looks stupid, you will cut it. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm with you on that one.
That deal.
Yeah, I was confident in it, and comes to the first wedding. Don't worry, she helps me style it, and for weddings at least. And now it just grows on her. Now she's a big fan of it. So that's exciting that it was turned skeptical to, all right, yeah, kind of rolls now. So
yeah, you just gotta learn how to like French braid it really pretty, so that you can look all like.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You like the Viking braid, you know, just one hanging down the front. Yeah, I think that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, we gotta be careful with that one because sometimes if you do that the wrong way, you can look like you just came off of a Caribbean vacation, and it's not quite the same.
Or like a Padawan from Star Wars.
Yeah,
little rat tail.
the little.
You don't really want that. You don't want the rat tail.
Either way, Josh, it's.
Oh,
look at you with your fancy Mac thing.
I was wondering when those bubbles were going to pop out. I was wondering, like, how long is it going to take for him to dork out and just go?
Yep. Make it obvious.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
That's fireworks, but I guess we'll take a rainstorm and a thumbs down. But yeah, it's okay. I think the hair is here to stay.
Okay.
And is that enough buy time to?
Yeah, I was going to say. So, Josh, before I go, what did your brother tell you about parenting and long hair?
What did he tell me? Goodness, I don't know.
You got to cut it because you're going to be a dad.
Oh yeah, everyone told me to cut my hair. You can't be a dad with long hair. I'm like, watch me.
That's a weird thing to say out loud.
Yeah, I'm like,
vagrant, or because they're gonna like pull on your hair.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, they're gonna pull on it, and I'm like, all right, well, mom should buzz their head then too, right?
Yeah, I was like, what do you think happens to women?
Yeah, but with this golden opportunity, I'll probably get my hair cut eventually at some point in time. I'm gonna have a golden opportunity. My kid, if I do get my hair cut like short again, he may not recognize me, and that's going to be kind of hilarious. And we got to get that on video.
Scott, his hair used to be shorter than yours.
Really? What about the last time I was on Sports Styles? I feel like it was pretty long then. I mean, how long have you been growing that out? It has to have been a while, right?
So, I did get it cut. I grew it out for like 18 months straight. And then I did get it cut and trimmed up and made it look better, I guess. So yeah, I'm at the stage of like just cleaning it up. So I grew it out for 18 months straight, and it was like another like 2 inches longer than this. It was beastly. It was something.
Well, if
But
you ever miss it, you can just wear wigs.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Just throw a wig, go to work with the wig. They're like, fuck. I'm sorry, guys.
That's really
just miss the locks.
Okay, back to the picks.
Yeah.
We're here
You
for
finally
sports.
decided now, doll?
Yeah,
The Dolletics coach the numbers.
Dolletics. The Badgers, their scoring defense is ranked 69, which
nice. Sorry.
yeah, you don't say that in middle school.
Grow up.
Grow up. Thank you, Scott.
So
You're a father now. You can't be laughing at 69.
Can't be doing that. This is a 22-year-old to the 32-year-old.
Has the decade really made that much of a difference?
Yeah. It's basically the same age mentally for me.
Anywho,
I got USC winning by 16. 16 is more than 15 and a half. So I'm going USC.
There you go. Bingo.
And also, the Wisconsin, their top running back after 3 games has 200 yards. Let me say that again. Wisconsin's top running back has 200 yards in 3 games.
Yeah, that's tough. They usually want that in 1 game.
Yeah.
So
thanks for that context, Josh, because he said it twice and I still didn't get it.
I was sitting there like that's not bad.
Wow, that's a lot of yards. That's a big number right there.
That's like 2 football fields.
Yeah.
I'm used to watching the games either really drunk and not really at all, or from the sidelines behind all of the people who I couldn't see the game for. So knowledge is not very.
Which, by the way, I want to thank both of you. When you came and on the opener and found my section and we hung out and I got to meet your special person, Scott.
A little warm the heart. Oh, there it is. Is there a reaction thing for the heart or no?
I don't know. Let's see.
Give it a shot. I think so sweet.
So
thank you both.
Yeah, no, that was a really good time. I'm surprised we made it there, to be honest. We were not planning on really going to the game like that, but once we heard that you were there, I'm like,
I don't know about you.
It's always like a toss up if I'm going to the game or not. It really is.
I'm surprised we made it down the bleachers because Scott and Bobo scared the living shit.
For no reason. You were freaking out.
Simba thing, whatever where the get on.
Yeah, I know. We know. I lifted my friend up on my shoulders. He's about like 6'1". I'm 6'6". We can do it. The numbers line up,
It works.
It was scary.
And she was like yelling at me. I didn't waver one time. Yeah. My knees did not buckle or shake. And that guy was up there. And we were having a great time.
It makes me nervous. And then I made eye contact with an old lady behind me who was like having heart palpitations. And I was like, girl, I know.
Yep.
I know.
It was good.
Doris, I feel you.
Old lady was safe.
Yeah, I was like, girl, we're vibing right now. I'm just glad we made it so that we can go see Dean and Darla, of course.
Dean and Darla.
All right.
It was awesome, regardless of the maneuvers.
Yeah.
Getting trapped. You just our kicker. His name is Dragon, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
No.
Kicker's name is Dragon.
That's legit.
Yeah, except it wasn't super legit when he missed 2 field goals.
That's valid point.
But the Dragon, his wings were clipped.
Yeah. Something bad. All right, Scott, back to you. Enough about dragons over here.
Yeah, God.
Gosh, who names their kid Dragon? I sure hell didn't. So we got Ohio State going to Michigan State. Ohio State favored by 23.5 points. Scotty Duncan, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it,
Mhm.
Ohio State's gonna wipe the floor with them. They're gonna cover it.
Agreed.
I think that Ohio State has always been a pretty strong football team. What else do they have to do in Ohio but play football?
Good point.
Not much, not much. So I think Ohio State's going to cover that. I think Michigan State is the lesser of the two Michigan teams in the first place. They're not even the best in their own home state. So
Yeah, that's
I think,
yeah.
I think Ohio State's
They're
gonna
pretty sad.
yeah.
They're pretty sad. They gave up a decent fight last week. Despite my horrible neighbor, we are also going to go Ohio State. I think they're going to win this game by 30 or 35 points. So I was shocked when I saw the old 25-point spread. I'll take that for sure. Ohio State will win, will cover. Moving on. Enough about the Buckeyes because they're garbage.
Okay, my heart is totally with you two because my third most hated team is Ohio State, hands down.
Who are number 1 and 2? Just curiosity.
Michigan and Iowa.
There you go.
Michigan fans are the worst.
They're not great.
They're
I'll
not.
tell you that.
I think Badger fans, this might be a hot take, but I think Badger fans are honestly worse. I
Really?
think most
You think so?
whiny, complainy losers when they lose, but when they win, they're the most pompous a-holes of all time.
You talking about our cousin and uncle, Scott?
No. They've gotten better. They've gotten better actually because we've won it 2 years in. No. Did we lose last year? I can't remember.
Yeah, we lost.
We did, but we won it 2 years in a row before that.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
Correct.
But I think the Badger fans are worse than Michigan fans. I think if we're going off top three, like most hated teams, I'm going Badgers.
Yep.
I'm going Ohio State.
Mm.
Then I'm going Michigan. Just because the heartbreak I had at home, us versus Michigan on Halloween, maybe like
Oh,
a decade,
yes.
that where we almost beat them at home for the first time in what, like 60 years.
Tracy Claeys decides to not run the clock the way a normal coach does.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows what I'm talking about when I talk about go for Michigan Halloween. So just for that, they hold a very specific hatred in my heart. So yeah.
Oh, good.
Emma,
now I'm curious. I don't know in this exact order, but I will go Ohio State. Cannot stand them. I'm gonna go Notre Dame. Cannot stand Notre Dame fans. I just hate them. They're better than everyone else, and I just can't stand that. Want nothing to do with that. And I'm gonna agree with you. Part 3, Wisconsin. Hey, how convenient. Yeah, when things are good, you'll hear everything about it, and then when it's bad, it's every excuse in the handbag, and then more. It's absolutely brutal.
Exactly.
I'm like, good, you guys finally suck, and just embrace it. Oh no, it's this, and that. So yeah, no, fuck Wisconsin fans, they stink.
Emma?
I don't have a ton of legs to stand on, but my least favorite fans are K-State, obviously, Mizzou, gross.
Ooh, yeah.
And Michigan.
There you go.
Okay, I think we agree on one.
Perspective.
Yeah, it's a Kansas perspective. It's a very middle America perspective, and it doesn't count very much because Kansas football is not good. So it's, like I said, I don't have a leg to stand on because we lose every time. But I think everybody else's true colors, and it's not enjoyable to be around them. Also, it's really fun to hate on K-State and Mizzou.
And
I like when they have the T-shirts that say "Muck Fizzou."
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's good stuff.
Cover.
Mm-hmm.
See, they have like they censor their shirts. I have a shirt that says "Golden fucking Gophers."
Beautiful.
So wearing that around some like the younger tailgates with the children around, I get a couple sideways looks, but
I do not regret my Winona fucking State tank top, homecoming tank top. That one's still upstairs. Don't worry, that one's not going anywhere.
Gotta hang that one in the rafters.
Yeah, I might just put it in a nice like poster board or like a poster, like a signed jersey. Just slap it on the wall here.
I got drunk in this thing so many times.
This thing
wouldn't
was
believe it.
amazing. Said that like 15 times.
So Josh, remember the lady when we went to college game day when the Gophers, Wisconsin, and I said, row the flecking boat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And she was appalled.
How dare you?
Very suggestive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Suggestive.
It's
very explicit. It's very
flecking.
suggestive of explicit language. Give me a break.
It's like I have a concept of a plan. That's the same vibe that gives.
I have a concept of a plan.
And I don't like your weird T-shirt that's actually very hilarious and too smart for her to understand.
Exactly. Well said. Hey, Dad, you got a pick yet?
Golly. Yeah.
Jeez, dude.
I've got
we're waiting on one.
OSU by 21.5.
Therefore,
that is not 23.5.
Yep.
And this pains me because I have no faith in Michigan State, but can't argue with the analytics.
Faith in the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State will win, but not by 23.5.
Sure. I was gonna say, don't worry. You guys don't have to be here next week. And if his picks go well, then it's just my numbers. I will be here next week, so just really hope for me that they don't go great.
Yeah,
well, if they don't go great, I would love to hear it from Dean's mouth, especially because that is favorite.
What are we gonna have him say?
We have to be like,
I'm sorry, my Dollalytics were wrong.
Yep.
And the Duncans were 100% awesome and right.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Or just better.
Verbatim.
Yeah. You guys work out what you want him to say if your team effort is better than the Dollalytics.
That's a great idea.
I will make sure it happens.
Yeah, and then he has to either say that live or he has to text it to me and Scott, and we'll put the screenshot on screen.
No, both.
Yep.
You got to do both.
Both.
Yeah, you have to say it live and text us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like
this.
Ain't
happening. Sorry, Dollalytics are too powerful.
Sorry, he goes in his Minnesota. The numbers were too strong. I think for the entire first half of these picks, you have gone the other way from me and Emma and even Josh. And I think it'd be really funny if we just kind of, run the board and your Dollalytics kind of let you down.
So what do I do if they wipe your tails?
You get to choose what you want to do. You can say whatever you want to the Duncan family.
Yeah.
You can be a gracious host and not say anything out loud.
Yeah, you can be classier than the Duncans.
Or you can choose violence and learn the consequences.
So if you're right, you can be mean about it, but that doesn't mean we're going to accept it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you have to accept it if we're mean about it, but you're better than us, so you have to.
The Duncans promote learning. We foster a learning school, a teaching school, right? So
Kares.
Yeah, Cares. Cornelia, baby. Cornelia.
Oh my gosh.
We really care about what it is that you have to say. And we'll teach you the ways of the Duncan family.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
Incredible is
all I have to say. Yeah, I don't know. I can tell you one thing. I don't want to be on the wrong side of the Duncans. That's the damn
no.
I'm gonna stay on my current good side with them right now. Life is grand, and I will never cross over. Don't you have to worry about me. No enemies. And Josh Dahl, Dean Dahl, watch out. Not me. All right.
We do have to get you. There's still one chance. The Penn State game. And Scott lives really, really close to the stadium, and he is very entertaining.
Am I not entertaining?
No, in the best way.
Absolutely. No, Scott, that would be super awesome. I got a boss that I got to talk to. I got responsibilities. Your responsibilities are all grown up, and your responsibilities have their own responsibilities. But that sounds wonderful. I would love to make that happen. Speaking of Penn State, hey, look at that transition. Here we go. Emma Duncan on mute because your dog's barking. Love it, though. Illinois is traveling to Penn State. Penn State is favored by 18 points. What's happening?
I'm going with Penn State just because for multiple reasons. One, those numbers look good to me. I'll believe it. Two, hate Illinois generally. Just like it's like Illinois is just Chicago, and that doesn't even really count because it's like really
because they're in Champaign. Ugh.
Yeah. The worst. Yeah. And also my friend Brian went to Penn State, and he showed me recently this hilarious meme that if I find it or if you find it, you can put on screen here, right? Sure. My little influencer hands.
Yes.
And it is a really fucked up version of their mascot that says "We are Penn State." It's really,
oh my God.
It's really, really funny. So I'll be sure to share that with you guys because it's what's getting me to make this pick right now. So
there you go. Absolutely. Short, sweet, to the point. I was impressed by Illinois, despite them being in Champaign, and not impressed by Penn State so far this year. Therefore, Illinois will lose, but they will prevent an 18-point spread.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's going to be a whiteout or what's going on, but the algorithm has Penn State by 2.5. So what that means for the Nittany Lions is...
Yeah, that's a tough day. Yeah.
Oh, it's a rainy day.
It's tough. It's tough. All right. Look at Dean. Oh, gosh. Now I'm nervous that Dean's score is going against mine. Hey, let's be correct on this one, Dad. Let's make it happen.
Okay.
Enough about these Duncan kids. Let's tell them about the Doll kids. All right. Let's make it happen.
Okay. We have one pick left.
Last pick of the week, and then the confidence pick. We have Oregon coming off a bye week, traveling to UCLA. Oregon. Wow, this is huge. Oregon favored by 25.5 points against UCLA.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with Oregon. I think UCLA had a huge blow. Oh, no, that was UNC. Never mind. But, I mean, either way, UCLA is still 1-2 right now.
They're not great.
That's not good. That's not very good. I think that the Ducks will have it. I think that they have a pretty solid team pretty much every year. It's not like anything too crazy this year, but it's still solid enough to blow out UCLA. So I think they'll what's the spread again?
25.5. That's the part I'm like, ooh, that's
a lot. That's a lot.
That's an ass whooping right there.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna play it a bit safer and say that they'll win, but they're not gonna beat them by 28. I don't think that's gonna happen.
All right, change it up, Daddy. I was gonna say, yeah, he's got UCLA. Good, Dean's on it. Don't worry, he's on his game. I thought we were gonna agree yet again, Scott, but that's okay. All we can't be the exact same every single pick. I am gonna go Oregon over UCLA. Coming off a bye week, I don't know why. Just think it's hot. They're fresh. They're ready to go. UCLA is not that good. Oregon Ducks are the real deal. They're trying to make it to the playoffs. Ass whooping about to unfold in Southern California. Make it happen.
Scott, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. It's UCLA is definitely not going to win, but the Ducks are not going to win by 26.
I'm not sure they're a blowout team like that.
No, they're still searching. Their turnovers and penalties are too much. So, yeah, I'm going UCLA not, so Oregon will not cover.
Ooh. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. Oregon will not be my confidence pick. I'm just sitting here looking and I go, gosh, I really don't have a confident pick. And that's probably why I'm in last place overall right now. Oh, goodness. Emma and Scott, do you guys agree upon a pick that you think is for sure happening?
I don't know. Let's hear it, Scott. What are your suggestions?
I think Michigan, no matter what they do, wait, Ohio State. I mean, it's between two pretty big powerhouses there that I both hate.
Yep.
You know what? I think Ohio State. I think Ohio State, no matter what happens, they're going to win, and they're going to win by a good margin. I think that's my confidence pick. I think that you can rely on them to
We have to
right now.
agree on one.
Yeah, Emma, do you agree?
I'm pretty sure that Michigan is gonna. That would be my confidence pick, but I like to have Scott be the final say here because if it goes to shit, then I can blame someone else.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you know, as one does. As one does.
We'll go with Scott. I'll let you have that one, and if we win, great, love you. But if not,
Emma, you are setting yourself up for so much success because if it wins,
cutthroat.
I agree. I agree with Scott. Life is grand. If it loses, you know who fucking sucks? Scott. Scott made that.
Scott does.
Crystal ball is cracked. It does not work.
Yeah, Scott. She's smart. Yeah.
I didn't even see you look at your crystal ball, Scott.
It's a crystal ball in here.
Oh, okay.
There's one over there, but that one's just like for show. That's just like to fool the suckers that come in.
Okay.
It's his third eye,
Yeah.
Like,
the real crystal ball is inside.
That's right.
One is, like jeweled up, and you get the smoke machines from the house and the lasers and shit, and they just they go crazy for
the
it.
whole 9 yards. Yeah.
All those pledges and drunk freshmen, they really fall for it, and they give me half of their dues.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, I am actually going to go similar to Emma's confidence pick. I do think Michigan is going to wall up the Gophers by 9 points, and I stand by that pick confidently. So when you said that, Emma, I went, damn, she's got a point. I agree with her 100%. I was between those.
I get along so well, Josh.
I think so. So that was a phenomenal confidence pick, but those are my two picks, that OSU and Michigan. So I was gonna say us three, we're all in the same mindset right now. We're sharing the same brain cell, and I really do respect that. That's
bouncing
great.
around all over the
Yeah, we're just like passing it back and forth to each other.
Absolutely. Let's hear Mr. Dahl's confidence pick.
I'm surprised neither of you picked the obvious one, Washington over Rutgers.
That does seem quite obvious to me.
Yeah, that one really jumped out. Powerhouse team. Yeah.
But I like the fact
on that one, right?
I like the fact that with my Michigan pick and Dean picked Minnesota, that I can get a 2-for-0 swing on this one, which is beautiful. And you guys are the same way with Ohio State, and he picked Michigan State. So it's a 2-for-1 on both of our ends on that one. So, hope the best for us.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. That sounds like another Dean. You have to say this script because
you're just trying to set the humiliation up.
Emma, you are the only former student that has taken me to task on when I say I'm no longer Mr. Dahl, I'm Dean. Everyone is like, no, you're Mr. Dahl. I told that to you when we were in DC, and she's, okay, Dean.
All right, Dean, you give me the green light, I'll hit it.
I mean, your contact in my phone is still Mr. Dahl. So
like DHAL?
Yeah, I know it's like DUHA like hyphen AL, Mr. Dahl. You know?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all right. I'm still in some of my college friends. One of my best college girlfriends, friend that was a girl. Don't worry, never dated her. They thought my name was Dan for a semester.
Wow, it's a long time.
That's a long time. Like, we hung out almost every weekend, and she's like, "Why?" Because everyone just called me Doll, and so they just put Dan in front of it. They're like, "Yeah, that's Dan Doll," naturally. I was like, "My name's Josh." They're like, "No, it's not." Like,
There's
because we
mine,
were known
Doll.
for like BSing and everything. She's like, "No, it's not. You're just messing with me. Your name's Dan." I'm like, no, and I am still to this day in Haley Grove's phone as Dan Josh.
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious. That's really
That's
funny.
it.
Really funny.
Well, thank you both. Emma, it's late on the East Coast.
I know, 10:42.
Woof.
You'd think that would be my bedtime, but
Late in the retirement home, maybe.
probably not. Yeah, I'm not going to bed yet, so it's all right. It's okay.
Okay. And Scott, you got to go to the library to study.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Not just gonna sit in my bed and do nothing for like another 3 hours. It's totally not.
That sounds lovely. With zero sarcasm. 9:42, 9:43, bedtime, baby. Dude, I will be in bed, ready to go. I was like, dang, Dad, like 8:30? Shit, why are we so late? I know it's gonna go 9:30. Shit, it's getting close to 10 o'clock. My bedtime.
For this podcast.
Oh my gosh. What are these youngsters doing to me here?
Dean's the one that picked the time, so
I know that. I know
like
that.
retirement schedule. I don't pick it up again.
I'm busy, so I had to juggle my schedule.
Told you.
Busy.
Is he going to youth sports games?
Yeah, see, tell him, like, every week I was telling him when you were gone, and I said, this guy is the most dedicated youth sports spectator. You and Darla, literally, what are you doing this week? Well, we got this football. We have a JV football game on Monday. We got a flag football game on Tuesday. We might take Wednesday off, but then we got another flag football game Thursday, and then an actual Friday night football game Friday. Like, don't even get me started on winter basketball season, because that's 2 per week.
Oh man, that's pressure.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's impressive. And I will tell many people till the day I die, I'm like, don't know how he did it. Every sporting event that if he could make it, he would be there. So I commend and tip my hat, because it is cool seeing you on the sidelines and cool stuff like that. So keep doing it.
And you two will have to watch from my other channel. Josh goes rogue on us with football smiles.
Yeah, go full Macho Man Randy Savage on the camera. I'll just leave it at that.
Nice plug there, Dean. Love it.
Yep.
Watch.
I gotta plug the other channel.
If you've made it this far,
Plug all the
click the
socials.
like.
Sub.
Oh my gosh, I'm probably the least tech savvy out of this entire group. And
I know. Don't. You're not my son.
Don't worry. If you pay attention, that little piece right there, that's been on there for 2.5 years, and we're just not gonna fix it.
No. Why would you? I mean, you can still like read everything on the screen. There's no point in it.
Scott, stop.
I can do 99% of what I need to do on the right majority of the
99% of what I need to do. There's
It's like that one number there that really just kind of fuck.
Dude, if I'm on Instagram and there's a meme that goes side to side, I'm like, shit, I just have to guess what's being said over there, because I don't know.
Crossword puzzle,
The brain will fill it in. Don't worry. I'm like, is it or is it I'm like, I don't know. Fuck it. Who cares? Let's get the majority. Let's get the meat of the meme, and then I'm good to go.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Josh, we need to finish this so you can go to bed.
Let's break it down. As always, Duncans, both of you are incredible. Thank you so much for another episode.
Thank
as
you,
always,
Scott and Emma.
Yeah, we bring our hands in front of the camera and we break down sports dolls on 3. 1, 2, 3. Sports dolls.
Woo!
Home. a lovely freaking episode.
Love it.
That was fun. Thank you, guys.
That was good. Now it's a
So
great
much
time.
fun. Thanks for having us. This was awesome.
It is always a pleasure, and I forget how much Emma you talk until each and every episode. I'm like, damn girl, just let it go.
Let it rip. What can I say? Can't be anything else.